Warriors, you better get your ducks in a row because it's coming fast and furious. Is XRP Ripple about to expose the SEC? And you are not coming back to the same economy. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health mindset and crypto coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And you've been predictive and preemptive programmed to think the way that you think within your current economy and ecosystem. You've been indoctrinated into a system that keeps you just over broke. But let's hear from the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, from his words. I've shared this video many times, but I want to share with you why you need to get your ducks in a row.
Remember, we're not going back to the same economy. This will be a different economy. And one of the things we hear from companies is that they've spent a lot of time since the pandemic arrived looking at ways to have more effective technology and perhaps fewer people. So you're going to see some of that in these public-facing jobs. So there will
Remember, we're not going back to a new economy. Companies are looking at having less employees.
be millions of people who have a hard time finding their way back into the workforce and recovering the lives that they had just a year ago. And,
So I want you to think about this for just a moment, Warriors. So I'm presenting to my Warriors on our private Warrior call at 10 o'clock. You can join our private Warrior Academy by clicking the link down below. You get 90% off, 100% money back guarantee. Every Thursday, I do a 10 o'clock call, and I'm diving deep to prepare my Warriors on ways to be thinking on how to navigate through this. Now, we know that there's a big political theater going on with the SEC and Ripple and Coinbase and all this stuff, but all you're doing is watching a theater, Warriors, that's been written out. They have screenplays, they have actors. And the beautiful thing about it, Warriors, is you're a small percentage of the population that's waking up. There are probably about 10,000 people that watch this video, 10,000 people out of 7 billion people in the world. So congratulations for being one of the most elite human beings. Now the thing is, are you going to get your shit together? Or are you just going to sit back on your hands and you're going to do what everybody else does? Walk off the bridge with all the other sheep? Or are you going to look the other way and say, you know what? Just because they did it this way doesn't mean we have to do it this way. It is time for the people to wake up. Now, here's the thing that's happening right now, Warriors. So if you're looking at my screen, you see right here. So Eleanor Tourette and Charles Gasparino. So they are working right now to expose the SEC's connection to Ethereum and Ripple. They're basically talking about all the shit I've been talking about since the SEC and Ripple case was launched. I'm very, very grateful for Charles and Eleanor. So if they want to come hang out with me, they can, and I can teach them the game so that we can be played. But I'm very grateful because people will listen to them because they have a blue check mark. People will listen to them because they're news reporters, right? They're still news reporters. Remember that, Warriors. They're still news reporters. But I do appreciate what they're doing, diving deep in there. They're working to get their names out there because if they find something or deep connections, as Eleanor says, she says, oh, how many ties there are. So Charles says, I took the day off from TV, but I'm working with Eleanor Tourette to put together an account of the various ties between the SEC government, Ethereum, and Ripple case. And then it says, oh, how many ties there are. So Eleanor and Charles, congratulations. They're going to break the case, and that's going to be amazing. But the beautiful thing about it is people will listen to them because they're news reporters. But I'm very grateful because all that matters is that we're on the right side of the coin, Warriors. So this is important to understand as the political theater continues on. Did the SEC lie about Hinman's speech? What do you think? Ripple fights for 3 documents that could prove it did. The SEC previously claimed that Bill Hinman, a former top official, was speaking from a personal opinion on Ether not being a security. Ripple is going after documents that could prove that the SEC may have lied about this, with these docs I can't pronounce that, showing in an email correspondence of the same. But I just want to continue to show you the political theater, Warriors, and I hope that you see that, we're reporting the news every single day, right? We can share the news every day, but we have to really understand the game, Warriors. So there's a big thing going on with the debt ceiling. I'm going deep with my Warriors at 10 o'clock today and just really showing them the game. The things you need to be prepared for, Warriors, is one of the biggest financial collapses in history. That's a fact. You're going to see one of the biggest financial collapses in our history specifically, right? Now, remember, every fiat currency in history has collapsed. Every fiat currency. It has a lifespan of about 100 years, every currency. So we're not going to get around that. History will repeat itself or often rhyme, but we get to be the victims or victors of the new economic system. But don't think, warriors, that when the crypto space goes skyrocketing up here in the very near future, it's going to come collapsing back down, warriors. So don't rest on your laurels because it's all by design, the money flow, right? Until 2025, until this, I believe crypto is going to get normalized like the stock market. There's going to be some massive price appreciation October, and I don't know when it's going to end. People say December, January. That's why I have price targets on the way up, and we have something revolutionary coming for you very soon in about April next year. That's going to change the damn game as we go into 20. We're not messing around, warriors. We are working to solve problems. So we linked up with a company where we're going to be launching something around April next year that's going to help so many crypto investors know the game so they can be played. But we'll continue on. So US should, excuse me. So this is pretty cool. Check this out. I wanted to show you this. So CNBC, they now have what's called crypto decoded. This is on CNBC. I'd noticed this. This is part of their news station now. It says crypto decoded. Think about that, warriors. Crypto, 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 predictive programming. US should do exact opposite of China on crypto, says Andreessen Horowitz. I said it right. Woo! You better give me a shout out. No, somebody else said I said it wrong. Katie Hunt. So she's a venture capitalist. Katie Hunt said CNBC delivered Alpha conference on Wednesday that the US should see China as a cautionary tale when it comes to regulating crypto. This is an opportunity for the United States because we should be doing the exact opposite in my mind in this realm of what China is doing, said Hun, the partner and Andreessen Horowitz. Some have linked the timing of the yuan launching Beijing's renewed efforts to crack down on wider crypto market. Warriors, the announcements in China, they've cracked down on crypto over 100 times, right? It's fudding the market. They're all behind the scenes packing their bags, warriors. They're fudding you here, they're fudding you there. And when the price goes down, they buy. So they just do it strategically, right? So you're walking a tightrope. That's why I have a strict exit plan. That's why I'm exiting 50% of my portfolio so I can pull back when 99% of people come sliding down the back end in crypto. I'm going to buy all your fear. That's basically what I'm going to do. That's what Warren Buffett's been doing. And when the stock market collapses, I'm going to be going into AI, technology, dividend stocks, all these companies that are going to survive the long term. I'm going to be buying into the stock market, right? So I'm fairly a new investor, to be honest with you. 2 years ago, I finally got my shit together and started studying deeply what the billionaires do after getting out of banking, spending 12 years in banking, not knowing shit about isn't that weird? I was an executive banker and I didn't know shit about economics. How weird is that? Because we were, as bankers, indoctrinated into the same system. So when I broke free from the system, when I learned how banks work, and then it took me about 3 years to get my shit together, well, about 2 years to get my shit together and finally go, okay, something's wrong. I've lost my money 3 times. And I finally figured out because I was indoctrinated into a system that you're in. And I changed my brain. I started thinking like the billionaires and millionaires. And now I'm flying to Dubai in 2 weeks and I'll be hanging out with, someone who's worth half a billion and meeting people who are worth multi millions and learning from them face to face, eye to eye, because I changed my frame of mind. Once you change your frame of mind, you open up your reticular activating system. The universe presents you with new opportunities. It's really simple words. It's not that complex. Okay, so I kind of messed this up because I was supposed to flow through this. So let's go back. So they're going to break the case. The thing that we've already been doing, the Bearable Bull, me, Digital Asset Investor, I got to give them credit. They've been in the game for way longer than I have. They already broke all this shit. So Eleanor and Charles are basically restating all the stuff that all of us have put out there. Now BitBoy, he's on the train now. So we got the SEC, right? Did Bill Hinman lie? Of course he lied. We know that. And then we go in here, Andreessen Horowitz. Why did I bring? Okay, let's get our flow back. Why did I bring up Andreessen Horowitz? Because we know Bill Hinman sits on the advisory partner, right? So Bill Hinman, former SEC, former board or part of the SEC, excuse me, sits on Andreessen Horowitz 2.2 crypto fund. Okay, it's all connected, warriors. Now, here's where the political theater coming in. CFTC files charges against 14 crypto companies. Okay, this came out yesterday. 2 of the companies were accused of making false and misleading claims of being registered with the FTC. So they're starting to FUD everybody out of the market. OCC fears financial crisis without crypto regulation. It goes on and on. And then here's Elon Musk, our little buddy here. Let's watch this quick video of him getting back involved in the crypto FUD game here. So check it out.
Melba said that's right. Gary Gensler was here talking about regulating crypto. Kara Swisher asked Elon Musk what he thinks should be done about regulating crypto, and he said nothing. He said that though, Kara Swisher put it as the Wild West of finance, he thinks that nothing should be done. He talked about how he's very familiar with money systems, obviously came from PayPal, but he thinks that this is an area that's better unregulated. Also weighing in on China, saying he's not particularly concerned about U.S.-China relations, saying that he thinks the Chinese government and the way it treats entrepreneurs will get better with time. That's just been damaged in part by the lack of ability to have in-person meetings during the pandemic. Also talking about space travel, saying he's glad that Bezos and Richard Branson are investing in space travel, but making it very clear that what he's doing, orbital space travel, is very different, much more complex, and much more expensive, but saying he himself doesn't need to go to space. This is more about him creating an interplanetary species.
I freaking love that dude, man. I love him. That is so freaking awesome. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. That's the only reason, Warriors, I want to be known worldwide, so I could say crazy shit like that. I could be like, you know what, man? Let's not regulate crypto. I'm gonna go take my plant medicines, and I'll be back because I'm gonna go see some astral beings, and I'll be back and come let you guys know what the answer is. This dude is that's freedom, dude. He does whatever the. Oh my God, this is great. So Elon Musk wants U.S. regulators to just let cryptocurrency fly, saying the assets aren't the second coming of the Messiah. So here we are, Warriors. Here we are. We're little, what do we call it? We're in the audience of a political theater. So you have two choices. You can either start writing the screenplay, which you can, because this is your paradigm, Warriors, yours, nobody else's. Nobody can control you. You shouldn't take anything I'm saying as financial advice. You should make your own decisions based on how it feels. If you're still watching this, you obviously feel a certain vibration from me, right? And we're aligning at a certain level of vibration, but I don't ever think you should follow me directly and say, I'm doing what Coach JV does. You should do what makes you feel right. If you don't think cryptocurrency is the right thing for you, then don't do it. But what I do want you to do is start to protect your family. You need to get involved in assets, Warriors. That could be precious metals. At least learn how to pay yourself first. It can happen very, very quickly, Warriors. 2 years ago, I was completely broke. I had lost everything. I was losing my business, had to move in with my parents. And I finally said, you know what? Something's wrong here. I keep making the same mistake. It's because I was indoctrinating the system and I just flipped my brain and spent hours and hours a day researching. And I'm like, it's a very simple game, actually. Very, very simple game. Go play the game Monopoly every single week. They've been trying to teach us, or not trying to teach us, they've been mind effing us with the game Monopoly. What does all Americans try to do? They want to hear how much cash they have. And how to win the game of Monopoly is you have the most assets. Whoever wins, whoever has the park place and all the apartments. So the more apartments you get, the better chance you have to win. So, Warriors, it's been right in front of our face. Where do you hide something in plain sight, Warriors? Why do you think Trump owns so much properties? People go back and forth. He doesn't pay any taxes. Most rich people don't pay taxes. Why do you think we just bought an SUV? So I don't give fucking Biden, no, I'm just the president. He's the one that made the tax laws. I'm not talking left or right. Nobody's my presidency. I just have to follow the rules right now. That's what I have to do. And people are like, don't pay your taxes, become a sovereign citizen. You got to be careful with that stuff, Warriors. We actually met someone who is a sovereign citizen who completely is outside of the system. And they said it's the most difficult thing they've ever lived. So you got to learn how to play the rules also. You got to understand the rules, but don't be played by the rules, in my opinion, right? So I'm trying to learn all these different things. But anyways, I'm kind of just ranting on today, Warriors. Cool thing is I got a lot of great things coming up. So I'll be heading out to Dubai. So I'll be going on vacation with my kids next week to California. And then I'll be heading out to Dubai. I'll fly right back and I'll head out to Dubai. So you get to see some cool interactive stuff. So a lot of my YouTube videos will be on the fly as I'm heading out to Dubai. And then Ken Mack and I will be doing live shows in Dubai. There's a crypto conference. And then we're going to be doing a meet and greet in Dubai. So if you do want to meet me, I will be in Dubai. We have a lot of fans in Dubai. The word fans, I guess that's right. We're friends in Dubai. So if you do want to do that, we'll be setting up a meet and greet in Dubai. I'll be there the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and flying back on the 18th. So love you guys. Appreciate you. If you want to join our Private Warrior Academy, click the link down below. We have a free Discord, Private Warrior Academy. I love you guys. Have a great day. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Let's go.